Hi, my name is Megan Edwards of Focus Communications, and today we're getting an introduction to Prosper Gold, which trades on the Toronto Venture Stock Exchange under the symbol PGX. Joining me today is Prosper Gold's VP Exploration, Rory Ritchie. Rory, thanks for joining me. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Megan. Thanks.
So could you provide us with an introduction to Prosper Gold?
I certainly can. Yeah, Prosper Gold is a Vancouver mineral exploration company. Listed on the TSX.V under ticker symbol PGX. Our team is comprised of Peter Bernier. He's at the helm there. Peter, he sold Richfield Ventures in 2011 for $500 million. So that was his big success about 11 years ago. And I come from a background largely in orogenic gold and in Red Lake in particular, where I spent some time working there. So our focus is Red Lake, Ontario. We do have exposure to an asset in Northwest British Columbia as well. We have quite a tight share structure, only 24 million shares issued and outstanding. Great project. It's a big land position, and we're going to be busy this year. We were busy the last 18 months, and right now Red Lake is pretty attractive. Just there's a lot of mid-tier majors looking at it. So that's generally our story. Our board is comprised, both our advisory and our technical board there. Again, largely orogenic gold experience, and in particular some experience in Red Lake, as well as M&A transactions. A bunch of the board members were involved in the Richfield Ventures transaction.
And Prosper's flagship is the Golden Sidewalk Project in Ontario. Could you please give us an overview of the project and the regional district where it's located?
I certainly can. Yeah, so it's located in the Red Lake district. So Red Lake is a fantastic mining jurisdiction, known for its high-grade gold. Most notably, the Red Lake gold mine there produced over 22 million ounces of high-grade gold. We're about 60 kilometers east of Red Lake proper, of the municipality of Red Lake. And some other players in the area. We have First Mining Gold with their Springpole project. They're just about 25 kilometers to our northeast. And of course, Great Bear Resources Dixie project was a big success that the last few years bought out by Kinross, and they're about 60 kilometers to our southwest. So it's been a busy place since about the 50s and 60s, and it continues to be that way. So that's the general area. As far as the project in particular, looking at the northern kind of 2/3 of the project, 2 drill indicated zones, one historically defined over a number of drill projects. That's up in the northwest corner, and that's known as the Bathurst Mine. And then the other indicated zone there is what we call the Golden Corridor, which is still open to the west. But last year and early 2022, Prosper Gold was focusing most of its efforts there, trying to find the source of these high-grade tills, and we ended up outlining a large hydrothermal system, but there's still a bunch of significant amount of work to be done there in order to target the high grade, and I can touch on that a bit later. There's also a number of historical high-grade showings, so there is a number of visible gold showings at surface, kind of scattered throughout the project over a big area. Some have been drilled, some have not been drill tested, and Prosper really kind of the exploration concept for us was there's this big fault that really aligns with the Golden Corridor, and that's what's called a nonconformity. That's a major controlling structure in the Red Lake Belt, and so we kind of started around there at the Golden Corridor, and we also did some till sampling. And then what you're looking at with these triangles is some of the higher till results. We also got some results up around the Skinner North, which is kind of what our immediate focus is right now, along with the Golden Corridor.
So with all of these latest results of the recent program, what does that entail for the rest of 2022?
Yeah, good question, Megan. So last year, as mentioned, we largely focused our efforts at the Golden Corridor. We outlined about 2.8 kilometers of a hydrothermal system with sporadic gold, locally high grade here and there over narrow widths. There's still a lot of work to be done there. So what we've done with all the data, all the drill data and all the oriented core data collected in 2021 and 2022 is it's now in the hands of a consulting firm in Toronto, SRK Consulting. They're putting together a structural interpretation, and really the intent there is that they'll give us some high priority targets now that we have, we're working towards having a better idea of structural controls and ore chute plunges and things like that. So we should be able to come back in here and really focus on some high grade ore chutes, and hopefully that will kind of revitalize the story at the Golden Corridor. Did some work developing drill targets on the Skinner North target area. It's an area about 2.5-3 kilometers northwest of the Golden Corridor. And the story is there's these east-west trending axial planar faults that relate to the big fold in this portion of the project. And there's high-grade gold at surface that hasn't been drill tested. There's high tills that we came up with. And another interesting thing is there's a whole lot. We've defined these with the LiDAR imagery we collected in 2021. There's over 100 historical workings, really trenches, pits. And back in the day, these could be upwards of 100 years old. The old timers, they didn't really just go and dig holes willy-nilly. They were typically chasing veins. And most of the orientation of the trenches suggests that, again, they're targeting these east-west trending veins or fault shear zones, whatever they may have been. So right now we have boots on the ground of the Skinner North showing. Again, that's a high-grade high-grade gold at surface, never been drilled. And so we've opened up, we've done some stripping with the idea of getting a better handle on orientations, vein orientations. And it should just support and aid the targeting and the drilling that will be upcoming. And then the upside is not only the tills and some of the historical rock sampling that Sabina did, 5 or 10 years ago, but also what we're going to uncover with going up and opening up all these historical trenches. So it's a big area, a 2 by 3 kilometer area, prospective with these east-west trending axial planar faults. But as mentioned, we're going to start at the Skinner North showing with some drilling after the stripping and trenching's done. And that way we should be able to come out with some news sooner than later. And then we'll work towards the exploration upside as things progress.
And as a quick overview to our listeners and investors, could you tell us why we should keep an eye on Prosper Gold in the near future?
Certainly, yeah. So Prosper Gold, we came out of the gate flying last year. We did a lot of work, a lot of drilling. There was a lot of, eager and a lot of anticipation for the upcoming drill program last year because of the high tills we had. And we're just trying to remind the investment community and our shareholders that it's still early days here. We got a lot of work to do. Call it a technical success down to the Golden Corridor, but again, there's high grade there somewhere. I'm quite confident. And then this Skinner North actually has a whole whack of potential. And again, never been drill tested. So keep an eye on us because there'll be upcoming news. This is a brand new area. The share structure, we have all kinds of leverage towards if we can put out some good drill results. You should see some serious leverage in the share price. And like I said, this is a team that's done it before. We're super aggressive. We like the project, and 2022 is going to be a busy year. Drilling at 2 target areas. So there's lots to look forward to.
Thank you so much for your time today, Rory. It was nice having you on the show, and we will definitely have you on again for additional updates regarding Prosper in the future.
Sounds great. Thanks, Megan. Appreciate it.